Guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to give a story titled, Am I the A-hole for leaving/ghosting my girlfriend that was financially dependent on me without warning after discovering that she cheated on me? And guys, what we have here is a story about a guy that made the classic mistake. He's with his girlfriend for a number of years, in fact 7 years actually, and he's been paying for her while she's going to medical school. He's paying all the bills, her rent, her expenses, all that. And how does she repay his kindness? She starts cheating on him and having a fling with an ex-boyfriend from high school. And this particular ex-boyfriend's a total loser, has nothing going for him. Meanwhile, this guy is trying to be the good boyfriend. You know, they obviously discuss marriage and kids, and that's how she thanks him, right? And this guy eventually finds out one way or another, and that's it. She's toast. And as you can imagine, she was having a meltdown and got her parents involved and his parents involved. And it's a whole circus that happens with this guy. But what I like about this, in spite of him obviously screwing up by paying for all her expenses all these years, is this guy stays strong. And guys, there's definitely important lessons in this particular story that I'm going to point out along the way. Some are going to be very obvious to you guys who have been following me for quite some time now. So, and oh, by the way, guys, a bunch of you guys have been asking me if I'm on that network TikTok. And so I've gotten enough emails, people asking me that I'm now on it as of today. So if you guys happen to be on there, be sure to scroll down in the description and click on the link for TikTok and follow me. I gotta continue to spread the gospel here, so that's just another outlet for me to do so. And also, by the way, guys, if you aren't following me already on Instagram or Twitter, I'm on both those as well, so just click on the link and follow me. All right, on with the story. So what we have here, it starts off, my girlfriend and I have been together for 7+ years, have long talked about marriage, and talked even more about the future and kids. She quit her job a couple years ago, back to pursue a medical degree. Last week I discovered that she had cheated on me with an ex-boyfriend from high school. I needed to use her phone to call mine, and what? I unlocked her phone, and it was open on a WhatsApp conversation between them. I have nothing against the guy, personally, but he's going nowhere in life, and I don't understand why she'd want to be with him. Well, I'll tell you why. Because that's the whole thing. He is going nowhere in life. He's an easy hookup, nothing more. For whatever reason, you're not enough for her, so she needs to get some loving elsewhere outside the relationship. And this guy, since he's obviously not going anywhere in life and he's an ex, he's easily disposable. But with you, she gets to have all the benefits of you paying all the bills while she goes to medical school. Maybe her plan is to just have a little fun now and get married with you, get married later on in life, or use this guy for everything it's worth, and then when she gets her medical degree, when she passes medical school and all that, then she moves on. Who the hell knows? Lesson number 1, which I've told you guys countless times, don't pay for women's expenses. Do not give women money, okay? Because you're not getting that back. And they may say something like, well, I always repay you, wink, wink, nod, nod. No. Do not give money because you're not going to get it back. And also, after you've been like this guy here, he's been supporting her and she's cheating on him, and obviously it's going to be over. He's not going to benefit from the obviously the good salary of her career in no way, shape, or form. He's missing out. All that money could be invested. All that money could be spent on things that he enjoys, but instead he's giving it to her. Never do that, guys. And yes, again, back to the whole thing that women will obviously hook up with losers that have nothing going on because they're easily disposable, nothing more. And it makes guys that work hard and are good guys and are successful just they don't get it. Well, that's why. All right. Goes on. Anyway, rather than sadness and heartbreak, this actually just made me angry. Angry that I put so much into this relationship and woman that I thought would be the mother of my future children. Angry that I've been supporting her through college, including rent, food, tuition. Just angry. Okay, so he isn't just spending money on her rent and food and expenses. He's also helped paying with her tuition. I forgot about that part when I started the video here. So that's even more. How does she show her thanks? See, guys, never do this. Ever. So I arrange a locksmith to change the locks the next day, and he says with the landlord's permission, while she's at class. I pack up as much of her stuff as I can and leave it outside. I text her what I've done and say if she wants to get anything else I've missed to have her brother come and get it. I don't want to see or speak to her ever again. Damn, this guy is definitely tough. Instead of crying about it and saying why, which would be understandable, but regardless, no, he gets angry, and rightfully so. Packs up all her crap, leaves outside, see ya. Can you imagine her getting that text, thinking that everything's cool, thinking like, ooh, he doesn't know about what I'm doing? Surprise, surprise. Anyway, since I did this, both my parents and hers have been relentlessly calling me. They say what she did is wrong, but it's no reason to throw away a 7+ year relationship, and if I kick her out, she'll be forced to drop out and waste years of education. It is not her parents' business, your parents' business. It is this guy's business. That's it. He's an adult. And they say waste years of 7 years. Who's the one that wasted it? He didn't do anything wrong. He's been the loyal, supportive boyfriend who's been had her back completely. If anybody's wasted these last 7 years, it's her. But we all know darn well how easy it is and convenient in today's world to just simply blame the guy, right? And the whole part about her being forced to drop out and waste years of education, tough crap. It's on her. She's the one that screwed the whole thing up. She had a great situation. But in her mind, she's like, I'm going to make it greater because I can get this guy to pay for everything and get some action on the side. It is not this guy's. It is not their. They don't have no say in this whole situation. So guys, you ever find yourself in a situation where someone does you wrong and you end the relationship and you got friends and family and her friends and family trying to get you to change your mind? You got to respectfully in the beginning say, this is my business. I appreciate you. Leave me alone with this. And if nobody, they don't respect that, say whatever you want. Goes on. What do you guys think? Am I the a-hole here? Should I swallow my pride and approach this differently? 2 words. Hell no. This guy did everything right, okay? He was a great boyfriend, like I said, and look what happened. No, he should not forget about it and give her a second chance. No, he should not listen to the parents. This isn't just about pride, because it would be one thing if she hooked up with another dude and he wasn't paying for all her bills and expenses. That'd be bad enough. But since this guy's obviously been paying for her tuition and her bills and food and rent and all that shit for a number of years, that takes it to a whole new level. So no way. Never. And you know what? If this guy would give her a second chance, mark my words, give it time, it would happen again. And she'd lose respect for him because even though she may be pleading and crying, still, she got away with all this crap. And she'll do it again. It may not be for 10 years, but it would happen again. And this guy is never going to be comfortable with her ever again. He's always going to be wondering in the back of his mind, who is she texting with? Who's she talking to on the phone? When she says she's going out with her girlfriends, is she actually out with some other guy? Is she out with her girlfriends like hitting on other dudes? You don't need that, guys. But silver lining here, at least he didn't marry her. But look at all the money he could have saved if he wasn't spending it on her. Now he has an update to this whole situation. He says, I was not expecting to post an update so soon, but I was hit with a bombshell that afternoon, or this afternoon. Over the weekend, both of our parents had tried to come talk to me. However, I had simply ignored the knocks on the door, and eventually they left. However, of course they know that I can't avoid work. So they wait outside my house this afternoon to ambush me as I get home from work. With them as my girlfriend, they insist I talk to my girlfriend, I'd eventually relent, and our parents leave. What is the deal here? Why? I'd like to know why his parents and her parents are so obsessed with this. Seriously, I mean, it'd be one thing if it was like her parents and her. But his parents getting involved, now obviously they've been together for 7 years, and they all think they're going to get married. They obviously know each other, but still. This is crazy. I'd be like, guys, I made up my mind. Please respect that and get the hell out of here. Or say worse if they don't listen. Once inside, she starts apologizing and begging for forgiveness, saying that our relationship is the best thing that ever happened to her and she will never forgive herself. Basically, everything that you'd expect a cheater to say. if this was the best relationship she ever had, well, you know what? It was the best relationship she ever had because she got this guy to pay for everything. Meanwhile, she was free to go and have a lot of fun on the side. So, yeah, it was the best relationship she ever had. Well, guess what? It's over. Stop crying. Get out. And then she gives me the most ridiculous excuse I've ever heard. Try me. I've heard them all. She says that a few weeks ago, she found out she was pregnant. She started having conflicted feelings on if she was ready to settle down and start a family, and so she reached out to her ex for support. This emotional support quickly turned physical. What a load of crap. I mean, I've heard plenty of BS excuses before, and I'm sure plenty of you guys have heard it too, either happening to yourselves or people you know, but good Lord. This makes no sense. We have always talked about having kids excitedly. She takes out 2 pregnancy tests showing positive results. She also takes out an unused one and says she could take it now if I don't believe her. So she takes it, and sure enough, she's pregnant. She says it's 100% mine. Well, of course she's going to say it's 100% his. She certainly doesn't want to be the child of the guy that has no job and isn't going anywhere in life. Of course she's going to say that. She says it's 100% mine and she didn't cheat on me until after she got pregnant. I asked to see her phone. She reluctantly hands it over, and sure enough, she's been texting him nonstop since I threw her out. Of course. But she knows this dude ain't going to support her. He was the Chatter Tyrone. Chatter Tyrone does not help pay the bills. Chatter Tyrone is there for one reason and one reason only, and they're gone. I tell her I need time to process this and ask her to wait outside. Once outside, I lock the doors, unblock her on WhatsApp, and send her a long text. I'm reciting this by memory so I don't have to open WhatsApp and see her reply. He says, and this is him, the gist of what he said to her, whether you end up having this baby is entirely up to you, but you should know the following. First, if the child is mine, I'll be a good father and take care of it, but you will never be anything more than the mother of my child. We will never get back together. The moment you cheated on me, our relationship was over for good. Secondly, I will not interact with you at all until the child is born. Don't reach out to me until then. I want nothing to do with you. Finally, I will not have any role in the kid's life, nor will I sign any birth certificate until I get a paternity test. The child could have been the greatest blessing to our relationship and future. Instead, you turn them into an excuse to cheat. I will never forgive you for that. Damn. This guy's harsh. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I mean, if it is his, okay, he's got a responsibility there, financially and all that. But aside from that, it's over. She's done. And this guy should not get back with her. And very good for this guy to do this. And I'm sure it was hard. He writes about how angry he is. I'm sure there was a lot of hurt going on there, but he chose not to write about it. He says, I have not yet read her reply, and I don't intend to tonight. I also won't post any updates after this. I get the impression that the kid is probably mine, so I'm basically anchored to her for the rest of my life now. Yep, exactly. So guys, as I've told you there's lessons in this story, here's another one. Always wear protection. I don't care if you've been in a relationship for many years. If you are married, because plenty of you guys who watch me are, and you do want kids, that's a different ballgame. But if you're simply in a relationship, always wear protection. I don't care if she says she's got the pill. Doesn't matter. Wear protection. And you see what happened here. And not to mention the whole fact that what if this guy caught something from her fooling around? Because she claims that this is the only time it happened with this guy. How do you know that's true? How does he know it's true, right? Always wear protection. And if this guy wore protection, that'd be it. But if this child is his, he's now on the hook for taking care of that child and, no matter what, dealing with her for the rest of the child's life. So, important lessons. So again, guys, ending this story, again, the important lessons here. Do not give your girlfriend or girl's money. Do not pay for their expenses. 2, about the whole why did she go with the guy that was a loser thing. Because they're easily disposable. That's how it works. And 3, always wear protection. Always. I can't stress this enough. And dispose of your protection, by the way, when you're done having your fun. The last thing you need is a situation like this to arise with girls you're casually hooking up with, casually dating, or in a relationship with prior to marriage if you decide to do that. Look what happened here. It sucks. But anyhow, guys, important lesson in this story, but good for this guy for having the strength to kick her to the curb, move on with his life. Hopefully, because I don't know what happens here, hopefully turns out maybe the child isn't his, it's the other guy's, and she was lying about the whole timing of the cheating. But we shall see. All right, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.